is running through my veins. Oh, this line can't be tamed. There's fire in my blood. Burn.
Right then, hello everyone and welcome back to the Assetto Corsa Flying Championship here for round 2 of the Porsche Supercup Championship at Circuit de Barcelona, Catalunya. A very rainy Barcelona, Catalunya circuit as we can see here. Yes, Porsche Supercup returns for this weekend. Originally this week was supposed to be the weekend where Formula 1 and Formula 2 would go to Azerbaijan. Unfortunately, with problems with the circuit, we could not go ahead with those races, and we will instead be skipping straight ahead to Spain. We are here for 20 minutes of qualifying at the Circuit de Barcelona, Catalunya. As you can see, the rain is absolutely pouring down, as the first man out on track is Cameron Cole, the man who won last time out at Malaysia. In the commentary booth today is me, Milan Evji, and joining me once again for Porsche Supercup is Pausa. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon, Miran, and today is quite a rainy Barcelona, as I said before. And yeah, after the first round at the Sepang International Circuits, Cameron Cole absolutely dominated the whole thing, and we'll maybe see some of the better performance from him again in this race. But I mean, it's quite a tricky track now that we have rain into the effects as well.
Yeah, we'll see how the rain plays out in this race and then the qualifying as well. Obviously, some of these guys have never encountered the rain before, because this is only, for most of their drivers, their second ever race in the ACOC, so they're going to have to manage some pretty tough conditions in qualifying, it looks like, at the moment. But as we see Cameron Cole then start his lap, headlights on and the wipers engaged as he makes his way into turn 1. We could just go through the circuit as you can watch Cole make his way around the track on board with the Americans. So the Circuit de Barcelona Catalunya was first opened in September of 1991, and obviously in the same year was when the Spanish Grand Prix debuted. It debuted in Formula 1. Well, obviously it wasn't the first Spanish Grand Prix, but they came back here after Jerez lost its position on the F1 calendar due to safety issues, I believe it was. And then since 1992, Circuit de Barcelona Catalunya has also hosted a motorcycle Grand Prix. So, MotoGP comes here as well, which is pretty interesting. Then you got some other series like the European Le Mans Series, the GT World Challenge, and then some former series like the FIA GT Championship, the FIA Sports Car Championship, and the DTM used to come here. It is a very interesting circuit. It's been through a lot of variations, but circuit we are running now is the Grand Prix circuit. That was not the latest one, as we're running the motorcycle layout, I believe. It is 4.655 kilometers long, 16 turns, and we should expect lap times around the 2-minute mark, especially now with the rain, as Cameron Cole sets his first lap now. That's the benchmark time. It's a 1:56.305 for the man from America. Alex Arnold slots in behind him, 3:10 slower, as we have all the times coming in on the board, Pausa.
Oh yeah, A lot of guys in lap times there. There's Bias because it's 157, a little bit slow, and there's Bentley Schaffer going third fastest, I think 156.7. You see Michael Valjak, oh wow, the Croatian driver goes first and then being overtaken by Robinho Gonzalez.
Yeah, so it's a dynamic motorsport front row lockout for the time being, but it's only 8 times on the board. That gets split apart as Ollie Boaks, who scored a podium on debut, goes P2 for BWT Lechner Racing. His teammate Gabriel Gomez, obviously former Formula 2 driver, could not get himself into the points. We'll see if he can qualify in the top 10. Jatis Terzic goes P5, that's P6 as Christian Russell, who makes his return to the ASOC with the Porsche Supercup, goes P2. He's not the only debutant today, as there is another one currently out on track. We'll see when he will post his time. Functional Chow Shine, the man from Thailand, goes fastest. Only a few hundreds faster than Gonzalez there in P2. Kasim Adnan P5, as there's the man making his debut, Boss Kelly, making a big impression as he goes fastest out of anyone else at the moment by a tenth of a second. Impressive stuff from him. Luan and Stellas at times as well. They got P13 and P15 as Alex Luan will start yet another lap time then. Jose Lucas is P15, that's P16 as Ryan Adam goes P13. Hemo Tyford P3 as Gabriel Gomez gets himself into second place. And that is all the times on the board then, and it is Boss Kelly, the man from Northern Ireland, who currently is fastest on debut.
Oh, yes, you can see there Alexander Arnold goes 8th fastest, 155.9. We should see that lap times vary with the rain effects, so 155 to 157. At this point now you can see there Bentley Schaffer improves another one there, 156.255. The time is just going even faster. There's Michael Valjak, goes a pole position there.
That impressive lap from Michael Valjak there in the rain. Gets himself 2 tenths ahead of Boss Kelly then in P2. That's a very, very good lap from the Croatian, but it gets topped by Ollie Boaks as he goes fastest now. He gets himself into the 134, so that is a very good lap time from Ollie Boaks. And BWT Lechner Racing looking very good as they are now P1 and P4. Boaks will be quite happy with that. As yeah, there's Jatis Terzic, P3 as Christian Russell now goes fastest. Dethrones Boaks of his provisional pole. The man from Israel, the former IndyCar driver, now goes fastest. But it's not anymore.
Shiner comes back again. 154. Good. Wow.
Yeah, look at that. He's gone 0.002 of a second faster than Christian Russell there. As that is the man from Thailand slotting into the fastest time at the moment. Stella and Luan, both of them set improvements as well. There's Jose Lucas, the Brazilian, gets himself into the P2 as the other Brazilian, Gabriel Gomez, now goes fastest. Hemo Tyford gets himself into P2 as well. We're seeing massive improvements in qualifying.
A lot of improvements there. I mean, these guys, the first guy who had gone out on track before, I don't think they warmed the tyres up yet. Now, going into about, 9 minutes into the session, now they warm the tyres up and know how to, approach each corner. And apparently, wow, Gabriel Gomez goes P1.
Yeah, we're seeing massive amounts of improvement. Boss Kelly, the man who was P1 as we saw the first time, so now down in P9, so everyone's just massively improving now. Alex Arnold's on the lap here as he makes his way onto turn 3, I think that is. As here's Luca Eiger, gets himself into P2. Very, very good stuff from the man from Switzerland. As Ollie Boaks gets himself into P6. Still, despite the rain pouring down here in qualifying, as Jatis Terzic gets himself into P2. But that's P3 as Christian Russell. Yeah, takes back that P2. Good stuff from him. Either way, we'll see if anyone can challenge Gomez for pole then. As if Gabriel Gomez does secure pole with 10 minutes to go, it's going to be very, very unlikely. As Chow Shiner
goes second place.
Yeah, Chow Shiner.
It literally
Yeah.
just being a squabble now for all the top 10s or even the entire grid.
Yeah, it is anyone's game for pole position, especially in these rainy conditions. Very, very unpredictable. As Giuseppe Stella goes top 10, he goes P10 for the time being, as Jose Lucas makes it a Brazilian front row lockout provisionally. Not anymore, as Hemo Tiford goes fastest. Wow. As top 3 is completely shifted. Hemo Tiford from Finland now goes fastest, followed by the 2 Brazilians of Gabriel Gomez and Jose Lucas, P2 and P3. That is absolutely amazing, as we're seeing massive improvements in qualifying. Alex Arnold gets himself into P8, as Tiford still pounding around the track as he makes his way around the long winding turn 3 and then onto turn 4 Repsol. He's got the BWT Lechner car, as Tiford actually up on his time then, up on his pole time in the first sector. He's got the Lechner racing car of, I think that is Gabriel Gomez. Could be other boats as well, not quite sure, but difficult to tell with the rain pouring down. But the Fach Autotech car of Tiford then, the number 6, currently fastest. We'll see if anyone can dethrone him, but I'd say it is actually looking quite likely because we're seeing so many improvements. It really is unpredictable to say who's going to get on pole, Pausa.
Really unpredictable, especially with this rain. And you see there, Christian Russell just improved his lap time, but I think he goes up to 5th, or maybe stays 5th, I don't know. And you see the T4 now going into that corner, which is the old version of the Barcelona circuit, and it's still being used. It's still being used to present day. But as you see here, to this corner, usually F1 cars go into the chicane, but for motorcycle bikes, it's going down on a straight edge. You see Giuseppe Stella goes 8th fastest there, 154.876. Now comes T4 now, goes up only just 2nd fastest, and you see, look at Jose Lucas goes pole now, 154.679. I think big improvements for him.
Yeah, Tiford was actually on the fastest Sector 1 and Sector 2. However, I think he lost out in Sector 3 and it was just 5,000th of a second of his own time. But very, very good improvement for Jose Lucas. He gets himself up into he gets himself onto provisional pole with 7.5 minutes remaining. We're just about over halfway done with qualifying. The rain is still pouring down. Here's Alex Luan as he is on his outlap at the moment, the man from Vietnam. Obviously not the lone Vietnamese driver, he's the 2nd man from Vietnam to ever compete in the ACOC. Competed for the Almera Spy Martinet team. First ever Vietnamese driver is Juan Minh Nguyen, who's currently competing in Formula E. Rubino Gonzalez goes P13, he's the first Spaniard to compete in the ACOC, so that is pretty interesting. He is now in 13th place, as Christian Russell sets yet another improvement, gets past Fogchan of Chao Shinat for P4, as here we see Alex Luan then, as we will go on board for a very rainy lap of Circuit de Barcelona Catalunya with Alex Luan then, making his way down the start-finish straight, then onto turn 1. You can see the wipers completely engaged here as he makes his way into the first corner. As it goes right, and then it will go left here as he approaches turn 2. He's got the BWT Lechner car there, so he's going to have to clear that as soon as possible. Through turn 3, long and winding corner, as Luan is looking for a way around the outside here. That's going to hold him up quite a lot. Either way, he's going to make his way around turn 3. I think this lap's already been botched for Luan here as to make his way onto turn 4, Repsol. Oh, that Lechner car is looking really slow. Luan must be quite frustrated behind the wheel of his Porsche Cup car. And on to turn 5 as the track elevation goes down a bit here.
Oh, make a mistake there.
With the BWT Lechner car there just ahead of him. Either way, the lap continues as he makes his way onto turn 9. This is flat in the F1 cars, but obviously these guys have to go on the brakes. I'm gonna have to go for a bit. Pause, I'll take over this lap.
Alright, so Luan just comes down, thrashing down into this, or maybe a little bit of archie-barchie going on there. Also for the WT drivers. Next one now goes up into next corner, turn 12, then into turn 13, and then he just gonna drops down into turn 14 right here, and on the final corner he goes, and he now rounds the final corner. What time is he gonna get? I don't think it's not gonna improve his lap time. He stays 16th fastest for him, and you see Ryan Adam goes 13th fastest. Benny Schaffer goes 16th. Now see Odland into P10. Boss Kelly now battling alongside the number 1 BWT driver. I think it was Ollie Boats. Yeah, he's battling alongside. This is not a race, man. It's qualifying, so I don't think you should hold up like that. But yeah, Boss Kelly trying to make another lap, and you see there's somebody's making a move behind us. Ryan Adam, who is previously improving lap time, now goes up a battle with Ollie Boats now. Alongside each other into Curva Repsol, and then down into next corner. I think, yeah, he's not giving the edge there, but remember, this is just only for the qualifying session. We only have about 4 minutes left to go. Ryan Adam makes the right choice there and backed out, and maybe try again on the next lap for Ryan Adam, the Italian driver. And you see now Alex Luan still needs some improvement. There's a buyer goes up into P14 there. And you see Rubinho Gonzalez goes up to 15th fastest, 155.265. And now Alex Luan is now the slowest man on the grid so far, but I think he will try to improve that lap time. Now down into turn 14 he goes. Now into the final corner, and what time is he gonna get? I think he might improve on this lap time, and he does. Goes up 9th fastest, 154.845.
Yes, hello again.
Hello.
Sorry for the interruption. Yeah, I'm back now. Anything I missed?
Well, I see. Yeah, Alex Luan goes up P9. I think. Oh, there it is. That's Rahul Patel improving his lap time as well, and David Byers goes up to P15th, and then Gonzalez goes 16th. Which I think still a pretty decent lap time. There you see now. Here it goes, Pong Chao Shinat. Just rounds the final corner. What time is he gonna get? Let's see what happens here, and he goes 5th fastest.
He stays where he is. One very surprising thing though is we have 2 minutes remaining on the clock. Cameron Cole, who was fastest at Malaysia, obviously you remember, he is currently in last place by quite a bit as well. So I think Cole really isn't good at adapting in the rain. It seems like I think he's just much better in the dry. Either way, it is currently Jose Lucas, the Left Racing Middle East car, who's currently fastest. Christian Russell will just start his lap now. He's going to get one more lap in as we're just approaching the end of qualifying. Gomez is in the pits, so he will not improve. And the same goes for Terzic and Gonzalez as they will now come into the pits. Alex Luan, who got obviously held up by the BWT Lechner car. Here he is, as he currently sits in P9. Let's see if the Martinet by Almera's driver can improve as he crosses the final corner. Let's see what it will be for Alex Luan as he crosses the line, goes P4. Very good lap time from Alex Luan.
Big time there for Alex Luan. We try to improve quite a lot. Bentley Schaffer goes 14 fastest. Is it just me, but the water physics on this mod, it just looks really crisp when the drivers
sure
yeah. So we see now Christian Russell trying to go on his flying lap. Rahul Patel goes 13 fastest. And improves his lap time. Christian Russell now up currently in P5 with 154.760. this is probably his only last chance to even go into the front, as we see now. Into this corner, 0.6 of a second slower. Oof, that's not looking good for him.
Yeah, that's not going to be an improvement for Christian Russell. Charles Scheinert improves his 3,000th of a second off Christian Russell there for P5. So, yeah, Charles Scheinert is starting P6 at best. Either way, as the clock is now ticking down 4, 3, 2, 1, and 0. And the checker flag is now out. We're waiting for 12 cars to cross the line. And this man is going to be second across the line then. Actually, I believe he will be the first, as the first man is going to be at the pits. Christian Russell, who was 0.6 off, he crossed the line, he cannot improve. Jose Lucas, the man on pole, can he extend his advantage over the field? No, he cannot just yet. Luca Eiger is aborting the lap he is on at the moment. Alex Luan, who has been looking strong in the later stage of qualifying, as he seems to have gotten adapted to the weather a bit more, as we will see now as he makes his way around turn 13 Europe car. And then through the final corner he will go Catalonia and turn number 14. Let's see what it will be for Alex Luan. Let's see if the man from Vietnam can set an improvement, as the rain is absolutely splashing everywhere. And Luan goes fastest. Very good lap from Alex Luan. And he's going to be very delighted about that. Ollie Bogues will cross the line. He unfortunately cannot improve the man who was on the podium last time out at Malaysia. Giuseppe Stella then, the Dynamic Motorsport car. Currently the highest placing Dynamic Motorsport car then in P10. Let's see if he can set an improvement, and he cannot. The man behind, I believe that was Rahul Patel, who did not set an improvement either. Hemo Twyford, the man in P3. Let's see if he can challenge Jose Lucas or even Alex Luan for pole as he will cross the final corner. He's got Alexander Arnold there behind him for company. As Twyford will cross the line, so will Alexander Arnold. He does not improve. And the final car to cross the line will be function of Charles Scheinert. So let's see if he can do anything. Obviously Luan's teammate. As he crosses the line now, it's no improvement, and that means that in a rainy qualifying, it's Alex Luan who takes pole position.
What a big surprise there for Vietnamese driver, and goodness me, I think a lot of the other guys couldn't quite trying to find the right amount of pace on this track, especially with this condition. But man, Alex Luan, pole position, congratulations there, but it's only just 50% done for the whole weekend.
Oh, for sure. That run down to the first quarter is going to be a very difficult one. And especially in the rainy conditions, it's going to be quite a difficult race, I presume. Yeah, Luan, who, yeah, he's done well taking pole in the rainy conditions. But we'll go through the starting grid then before lights out here. You do 11 to 20. So it's Alex Luan who takes the first ever pole in the Porsche. We should be back on already. Hello. Yeah, so going through it again. Going through it.
Seems like.
Oh, for goodness sake. Oh, I think we should be back now. Hopefully. So it's Christian Russell who starts P5, followed by Function of Charles Scheinert in P6. Those two were were doing quite well in qualifying. They'll start quite high up today as well. Yatis Terzic is P7, and he has got Alexander Arnold, former F1 driver, just behind him. Luca Eiger starts P9, followed by Giuseppe Stella, the highest placing Dynamic Motorsport car, in P10. Kasim Adnan is P... Oh, sorry, you're supposed to take this.
Oh yeah, okay. Kasim Adnan will start in P11, and then next up we have Ollie Bogues in 12th place. Row 7 is Rahul Patel for the Momo Megatron Racing team, and alongside him is Bentley Schaffer in 14th place. Michal Valyak will lines up 15th place for the Croatian driver. David Bayer will lines up 16th place, and then Rubinho Gonzalez will start 17th. Boss Kelly will lines up 18th place today, and then rounding out the final row is Ryan Adam and Cameron Cole.
Yeah, shame for Cameron Cole as he starts in P20, but we'll see what he can do today, as it's going to be a very, very intense race for sure with the rain, as we're now gearing up for lights out here at Barcelona. The lights are now coming on. It's Alex Luan on pole, but let's see if Jose Lucas and Peter can do anything, as we've got 6 lights. And we are underway at Barcelona. Everyone trying to get off the line. It's a very slow getaway for everyone as the rain is still pouring down for the race. Alex Luan with a very, very good start, and he's going to lead into the first corner. Hemo Tiford could try challenging Jose Lucas. The two are side by side. Tiford's going to have the outside coming into the first corner. He's just barely ahead. There's Chow Scheinert with a dive on Gabriel Gomez there, as he's trying to get, he's had a very, very good start. Christian Russell then dueling with Alex Arnold, as he's not been so lucky with the start as well. Chow Scheinert now challenging Gomez as they head into turn 3. It's going to be functional. Chow Scheinert on the inside of Gabriel Gomez. Gomez still trying to hang on as he tries to defend from Chow Scheinert, but Chow Scheinert gets ahead. Very good start for functional Chow Scheinert, as Gomez looking a bit slow as well. Christian Russell slips past the Brazilian there, as it's not over yet as they head into turn 5. There's Gomez on the inside, successfully defending them from Christian Russell, as Russell using all the available space to him. Cannot get past Gabriel Gomez. Look at this, Gomez has also gone past. This is Giuseppe Stella getting absolutely out of shape. He was completely off the track there at one point. Now defending from Alexander Arnold. There's someone off the track there as well, as people really trying to adapt to the rainy conditions. They're still trying to go side by side. Stella then P7 as he's lost up ground to Christian Russell. Bit of dueling there up ahead, or behind should I say, as Jatis Terzic and Luka Eiger going side by side. Terzic trying to go around the outside of Eiger here, as it's the Swiss driver versus the Bosnian driver. Terzic still holding the inside line there as they head into turn 12. He looks to be just about ahead of Eiger here, but the two are still going to be side by side, I believe. But Terzic gets the move done on Luke Eiger. Very good battle between the two. Reynald Patel has fallen down on the start as well. Not good for him, as he's fallen down to P17. Cameron Cole, what a start from him. Up into P13 as he passes Boss Kelly as well. But he's going to have to defend from the man from Northern Ireland, as Boss Kelly is going to try to get past Cameron Cole, maybe into the first corner. As yet there he goes, lining up alongside the American, who's now a race winner in Porsche Supercup, into the braking zone. Kelly can't quite line up alongside Cameron Cole. It's going to be him in P13 as Michael Valiak with a not very good start as well, going side by side with Ryan Adam, as it is going to be Valiak on the inside of Adam, the two wheel to wheel, as I think it's going to be Adam who is going to have to stay behind for P19. Two dynamic motorsport cars then of Valiak and Gonzalez. P18 and P20 Gonzalez is going to want to get himself out of the last place, as he's chasing down Ryan Adam then for P19. But at the moment your top 5 is Luan, Lucas, Tiford, Gomez and Chow Scheinert, as here's Jose Lucas currently chasing down Alex Luan. Very interesting start then, Pausa. What do you make of it?
Well, it's another chaotic one, I would say like Sepang. Of course, with the weather conditions that being this bad, and these drivers just are scrambling for positions there. As we see Jose Lucas going wide a bit there in turn 12. Actually, turn 11, sorry. Jose Lucas still trying to follow Alex Luan, who is still leading, but only a half a second there, as there's MOT Ford in third place, still following behind very closely. And now here goes down into turn 14, now into the main straight. I think Lucas is going to get a bit of a slipstream here, as you see a lot of fastest lap being changing hands. There you see Gabriel Gomez 1:55.366 for the fastest lap, and it's a pretty hectic start for the first couple of laps.
Oh, it really is. Gabriel Gomez saying the fastest lap as well. That is a surprise, as he's now catching up to him. Tiford is trying to get Lucas, and then Lucas is trying to get Luan. So the top 4 is still incredibly close, and it's still anyone's game for the battle for the lead. Lucas is still chasing down Alex Luan, so it is not far from over yet, as Lucas has gone a bit wide. Tiford had a bit of a look on the inside there, but he wasn't close enough to line up alongside him. There's Gabriel Gomez, who's actually had a look on him or Tiford, but the Brazilian in the BWT Lechner car could not get it done. Here's Alex Luan, who's going to try to get it done on Giuseppe Stella. clean move on the inside, and he gets past the young Italian. Very good stuff from Alexander Arnold. That's probably what's expected of him, considering that he is he used to be the Mercedes F1 driver. And there's David Byers as he makes contact with Ollie Boakes. Very good save from Ollie Boakes, but that is David Byers going straight into the back of Ollie Boakes. Almost lost control. The two Brits making contact with each other as Michael Valyak is now going to try to get Rahul Patel here. As he got past Ryan Adam, he's going to try to get the former F1 driver Patel here as well. And I think he's got him done on the main straight, and he has. But as there's Gonzalez, who, as I said, trying to get himself out of last place then, as he makes his way past the Ryan Adam, but it might not just be over yet, as Adam's there on the inside of the Spaniard. Obviously Gonzalez in his home race, I think he was maybe expecting a tiny bit more, but I think this will still be sufficient, or maybe not, but he's just going to have to hope for a better few laps. He's actually unable to get past Ryan Adam, so that is a pretty big shame for Gonzalez. Same for Rahul Patel, who's kind of falling down the field at the moment. Christian Russell then, here he is on the back of Fongchan Chow Shinat. Chow Shinat was losing time on the top four there, as there's someone going wide in the background there. I think that was Alex Arnold. This is going to allow Giuseppe Stella to catch up. As he's he's having a look around the outside on Alex Arnold there for into turn 3. Can't quite get it done just yet though.
Can't quite get it done just yet, but yeah. And you see now Gabriel Gomez closing up to the top 3, and only about a couple of tenths away. You see top 4 already spreading out from the rest of the pack. And Gabriel Gomez, and there you see that is Terzic. Have a look on the inside of Giuseppe Stella, not having of it, has to back out there. Doesn't really have any room on that turn 6, I think. But he has settled for 9th for now. But yeah, amazing race so far. We have a couple of battles, a couple of close calls for, of course, I think it was Ollie Boakes and David Bayer. I think they made contact as well, but pretty good save for both of them. As you see, Terzic defending his position to Luca Iger, and I think Iger going wide. I think that might give a room to Bentley Schaeffer trying to go around the outside, but I don't think it wasn't enough.
No, not enough for Bentley Schaeffer then. But yeah, the contact between David Byers and Ollie Boakes, and Boakes was almost completely sideways. That is really impressive car control, especially in such rainy conditions. Very impressive from the Brit in the BWT Lechner. As Jose Lucas now trying to chase down Alex Luan. He's still not close enough to try it just yet. It's Michael Valyak, the Croatian, now sets the fastest lap of the race, a 155.419. We'll see if he can make his way up the field as well. Here's Boss Kelly having a bit of a look on Cam Cole there as they head into the first corner. Cole now having to defend from the man from Northern Ireland making his debut, as Cole defending round the outside. Kelly's going to have the inside line here as Ollie Boakes could try and stick his nose into this battle. Kelly, as they head into turn 4 Repsol, he is actually ahead of Cameron Cole. Very good stuff from him, as Cole might have to watch out for Ollie Boakes there on the inside, as Boakes with a very opportunistic move. Let's see if he can get this done as they head into turn 5. Stella there, as he's making his way around turn 5 a bit further up the field, as he can't hold off Alex Arnold. Let's see if Cole can hold off Ollie Boakes then, and he's held off the British driver for now. Boakes is going to have to watch out for David Byers once again though. No contact this time, fortunately. But yeah, Byers not close enough to try just yet. Jose Lucas, the man from Brazil, still chasing down Alex Luan. Top 3.
Really wide there, really wide corner there for Jose Lucas. And now you see Rahul Patel going down the inside on the hill. Well, yeah, they're going alongside now into turn 11. Now next up into turn 12. Rahul Patel just about to get into 17, but Valyak goes good down the inside onto this turn 12. It's alongside each other now. I think Valyak, he might have got a move done. Oh, a little bit breaks there for Rahul Patel. Yep, Mihail Valyak goes up back into P17, and Patel has to defend from Ryan Adam now. But man, a little bit of a close fight there.
Yeah, Rahal won't be happy with a P18, I'm sure, but Michal Baliak is really... He seems to be really comfortable in the rain, it looks like. He's made a few nice overtakes today, as Giuseppe Stella still on the back of Alexander Arnold, as he's still trying to get the German. Stella running in P8, and get some nice points for Dynamic Motorsport, as they did score points last race at Sepang as well. There's some close gaps as well. Obviously, Chuck Scheinert and Gomez probably, I believe, the biggest gap on the field at the moment. Ollie Boakes is still trying to get Cameron Cole as he goes a bit wide into turn 4 there. I think that could lose him a bit of time as he's trying to chase down Cam Cole. Boakes is going to have his fellow compatriot David Byers there to worry about, as they're about 6/10 separated, as we see them head through turns 7 and 8. It looks like one corner there's actually a slight kink, and that's counted as another corner, as Boakes still trying to chase down Cameron Cole, but 5/10 to the American, but doesn't look like he'll be able to catch him in this lap at least.
Yep, so and we see now Ollie Boakes going really wide once again at turn 11. We see a lot of drivers go wide on that turn 11 corner. I think that's due to the weather and also that stuff as well. That might complicate the whole thing up. But Ollie Boakes doing okay so far, going to 15th. Still trying to chase to Cameron Cole, as we see that Alex Luan sets the personal best lap time once again, and you can see now it's now forming a train once again, just like what we have in Sepang, but we don't see that much quite a bit. And you see Guillermo Tifort in 3rd place in the top 4 battle for the lead. You can see Alex Luan, Jose Lucas, Guillermo Tifort himself, and then Gabriel Gomez in P4. But you see there, Scheinert still can't get quite close to the top 4 yet. But Tifort still looking for a move there. Oh, Gabriel Gomez trying to go for it, but I think he just went really wide there, and that might have lost him a bit of time. There.
Yeah, that's going to lose Gomez a bit of time. Hamilton Tifort still chasing down Jose Lucas. Lucas has been unable to pass Alex Luan, as there is Rubinho Gonzalez on the back of Ryan Adam. Not able to clear the Italian though just yet. But the Martinet by Almera's team looking very good then, as they're both of their drivers P1 and P5. So they're gonna come home with some nice points in the bag today. Lechner Racing Middle East obviously have a driver in P2, Jose Lucas, as he's doing quite well. Cameron Cole, I believe, is the other Lechner Racing Middle East driver. He's in P14, that is, as Boss Kelly was able to get past the American. Either way, we'll see if Lucas is able to get Alex Luan, as we're just about approaching the halfway mark in this race. Alex Luan has led every lap of the race, but not by much. Jose Lucas now sets the fastest lap. Luan has had to defend from Lucas then in P2, so it's not been too easy at the moment. And then there's Hemo Tifort in P3, and then Gabriel Gomez in 4th. Yep,
and also with Jose Lucas, he already scored points like at the Sepang, 4 points with Lechner Middle East team. So P2, that's going to boost their morales up, and plus with, he's going to go up to 22 points if he stays like this for the point standing so far in the championship. As you can see, Lucas really close on the back bumper of Alex Luan, waiting for making a move pretty soon, but I don't think it may be on this next couple of corners, because it is a quite tight section here into turn 6 and then 7, then goes into this right hand fast kink, then into this little straight. I think he's going to get a little bit of slipstream with that, if he gets a good exit here, he might just be able to overtake Assetto Corsa after all. But no, he's gonna stay there, trying to buying the time, buying all the time that he needs, and until the moment came, he's gonna make a pounce on Alex1.
Yeah, Lucas just remaining patient, and in P2, I think he's trying to pressure Luan into making a mistake here, as yeah, it is very rainy conditions. These drivers doing very well here at the top part of the field, should I say, keeping their cool and not making mistakes during the rain. Jose Lucas once again with the fastest lap of the race, not by much though from Alex Luan, as he's only lapping about 0.05 of a second faster than the Vietnamese driver. But yeah, Lucas is playing the waiting game here, as he is just waiting for Luan to slip up so he can get past Ryan Adam, now on the back of Rahul Patel.
A bit of slide there for Ryan Adam, around into turn turn 4, and then into the cover Repsol. I think still, yeah, it's not really finding the pace in the rain, but it's quite treacherous out there. Adam still holds in 19th place. You can see the other guys still trying to. It's about the pace game at this point, at this circuit for these drivers. You can't really just make it overtake, but if the moment just came, you may just gone for it. But with these conditions, plus with the track being quite hard to pass, I don't think we may see an overtake anytime soon until maybe the last couple of laps.
Yeah, I think that is a pretty plausible theory. We'll see though if we can get any overtakes, as Ryan Adam, there he was making his way through turn 11. Here's Ollie Boakes, as well as we cut back to Ryan Adam, who's still chasing down Rahul Patel. Obviously Patel, who scored a podium on his Porsche Supercup debut. That was Adam going a bit wide. Gonzalez having a bit of a look on the Italian, but yeah, that's no place to try a move, Rubinho. Either way, the battle still carries on as they make their way down the start-finish straight. Ryan Adam is going to have to put up the defense to Rubinho Gonzalez, as the Dynamic Motorsports cars pretty spread out. Stella P8, and it's Valiak P17 and Gonzalez in last place. Giuseppe Stella doing quite well though, as he's running in the points for Dynamic. And obviously running for MRS GT Racing, as here is a move. I think that was Boss Kelly on Kasim Adnan. Kelly, who obviously got cold a few laps prior, and now trying to get Kasim Adnan. I think there's a move. I think there was a move on the back there. I did not quite see that, as there's someone. I think that's Boakes and Byers making contact once again. Boakes almost losing it again, caught the car again. Brilliant car control from Ollie Boakes there, and he keeps it on the track once more. But Boakes and Byers really can't avoid each other today.
Oh man, that get a little bit of the goosebumps there for David Byers. I think he was trying to look for a move, and then I think he messed up the braking point and then got absolutely tanked into Ollie Boakes. As you see now, Rubinho Gonzalez trying to go around the outside on Ryan Adam. I think Adams is still in P19, is still blocking. Oh, and I think, yep, Gonzalez still can't make a move done. As you see, Alex Lewan sets the fastest lap time, 1:54.842. And you see the other guys also setting some personal best sector lap times as well, as the gap increases for Heimo Tifo between him and Jose Lucas. It's now 1.3 seconds. Bentley Schaffer, who was doing pretty decently at the Sepang round of the Porsche Supercup. Now sits just outside of the points, but he has to catch up to Luca Iger, who is just in front for only 0.4 of a second there. And here he goes now into cover Repsol, and so not really enough, but he's gonna do the patient game as we see here. Oh, going wide there. I think it was Boss Kelly going off really wide there. If he doesn't care for, I think Cameron Cole is just trying to go for it on the inside on him.
Yeah, I think the reason why a lot of drivers seem to be going wide, I think, especially at turn 11, as we have noticed, might be a puddle on the racing line of turn 11, so it could maybe be the drivers kind of aquaplaning and going a bit wide. Either way, we don't really know for sure. As Bentley Schaefer now chasing down Luca Iger. Schaefer is going to try to get himself into the points. Iger is going to put up the defense to the Brit for now, so we're in lap 11.15. Alex Luan starting the fastest lap, obviously. He is pulling away from Jose Lucas and Peters. So that's good news for Alex Luan. Yeah, there was someone going wide in the background. I wonder who that was. I think it was Boss Kelly, as Cameron Cole is trying to challenge on the inside. Ollie Boaks could try and stick his hand into this, as there is David Byers. What an opportunistic move that was from David Byers, who's completely slipped past unnoticed on Ollie Boaks, and he finally and also cleanly gets that move done.
Yeah, he clearly gets the move done, but I don't think it's not over yet just yet. You'd see Ollie Boaks just right on his bumper now, down into the front stretch. And you could see there's even more moves making in front. I think Ollie Boaks is going to try now, maybe dive on the inside into the first corner. I think he might not try and go for that. I think the gap's a little bit too much for him. You can see David Byers going, really wide, trying to follow, I think it was Cameron Cole. But now you see that Ollie Boaks trying to go around the outside on this long left right-hander, but I don't think it wasn't enough. Yep, it wasn't enough.
Yeah, Boaks can't quite do it. I think the outside line just looked, yeah, it looks, I think going offline in the rainy conditions just seems to not be very good. And especially on the outside there of turn 3, that lost him so much time to Dave Byers there in P15. We'll see though if these two Brits will resume their hostilities and carry on with their battles, as David Byers can't quite keep the gap to Cam Cole, as it is just increasing. It's up to 8/10 now. Alex Luan stands up there for the lead. He has pulled away by about 1/10 of a second from Jose Lucas there. So Luan is going to be pretty delighted about that, I would say.
But you never know what's going to happen in this rain conditions race. Anything can happen. Alex Luan could make a mistake, but I'm not going to jinx on that.
Yeah, hopefully you did not just jinx it. Either way, it is still the one who controls the race lead for now, as we witness the battle in the lower mid for the lower positions. Dave Byers trying to get Cameron Cole, as Cameron Cole is just approaching this train that's forming up ahead, as Byers is trying to defend from Ollie Boaks. As there, just at the top of the train, is Luca Iger, who is defending from Bentley Schaefer. Schaefer as well, who's got Kasim Adnan there just behind for P12. We'll see though how this will play out, as we've just got about 2 laps remaining in this race now. Alex Luan has led every lap of the race here at Circuit de Barcelona, Catalunya, as there is, Schaefer going a bit wide. I think Cola maybe went a bit wide in the background there as well, I'm not too sure. Either way, Schaefer now trying to defend from Kasim Adnan there, as Ollie Boaks.
Not again.
Oh yeah, not again, as David Byers is now trying to make his way past Cameron Cole for P14, so Byers looking to be on the pace now in these final few laps. We'll see if we can get Cameron Cole then, as Cole hasn't really made any overtakes since the start. He's just kind of fallen down the field. Either way, pretty good It was a very good start he had then, Cameron Cole. It made up about 6-7 positions on the start, so it was very, very good for him. Now he's just kind of falling back, unfortunately. And David Byers then for MRS GT Racing, I believe it is. Currently sits in 15th place. He could get 14th if he's able to pass Cam Cole in the final few laps. We approach lap 14 of 15. 2 laps to go.
2 to go, and I see, and looks like my stream is okay. Never mind, it's not dying. But yeah, David Byers is still right behind Cameron Cole. You can see that there are big trains forming up on the rest of the pack. So see now, David Byers now into turn 1, breaks through into turn 1 nice and cleanly. Oh, a little bit of squabble there. Into turn 2, now into turn 3. Lubinho Gonzalez trying to go for a move on Ryan Adam. I think Adam trying to go for a move on Gonzalez, sorry. But he goes around the outside, and Gonzalez trying to go around the outside on Adam, but wasn't enough. And Ryan Adam back to P19.
Yeah, Gonzalez has been trying the whole race to try and get past Ryan Adam. Unfortunately, he has not been able to. As Kasim Adnan, Boss Kelly is all over the back of the man from Syria. Fortunately for Adnan, Kelly was not able to complete the move. Cameron Cole is still defending from David Byers for P15. Byers hasn't quite had to worry about Ollie Boakes behind, as Boakes is about 5/10 off his fellow British driver as they make their way round turn 11, or turn 9 that is, sorry. This is turn 10, La Caja. Sorry for my Spanish pronunciation, not my native language. Either way, they make their way around turn 11, and then onto turn 12 as the track rises up a bit here. As we're now on the final lap of the race. Alex Luan has just started the final lap of the race. We'll see if he can keep that. Either way, we're going to focus on this battle for now, as they will make their way around the final corner to start the final lap for these guys. As you can see, it's just an absolutely massive train here. No one able to overtake though. The slipstream not as efficient in the rain, obviously.
Yep.
As here's Cameron Cole, very, very close to the back of Boss Kelly. Yeah, looking a bit unstable there going to the first corner. There's Ollie Boakes going wide. That's not going to help him to catch up to Dave Byers, that's for sure. Either way, that is going to probably be him in P16, but you never know. No moves throughout the field just yet. Looking to be quite a calm finish to a very exciting race. It has been.
Yep. And I think there is I thought he had a look at that on that turn 5, but wasn't enough. And I think Ollie Boakes just right behind David Byers now. Breaks it through into turn 6. Nothing happens, and it's pretty calm end to the race. But you see Luca.
Oh, sorry for interrupting, but we're going to see where Alex Luan is. I believe he's making his way around the final few corners as Ollie Boakes. You see him making his way on to turn 10 and 11. Either way, there's Hemel Tiford. Jose Lucas is all over the back of Alex Luan, but he's not going to get him as he will round the final corner. It's been a very rainy race, but this man has mastered the conditions. It is going to be Alex Luan who wins at the Circuit de Barcelona, Catalunya. Jose Lucas, a very, very close P2, it has to be said. And Hemel Tiford rounding out the podium. Luca Eiger, he holds off Bentley Schaefer, and he comes on P10. So he's going to get 1 point. And you can see everyone will just cross the line. Now there's Kasim Adnan, Rel Patel, P18, bit disappointing for him, as Ryan Adam just holding off Rubino Gonzalez there. Gonzalez finishes P20, that's a bit of a shame for him. But yes, that is it then. We will go through the final race results then. I'll take this first page and then you'll take the second. So Alex Luan, the man from Vietnam, becomes the second ever Vietnamese race winner alongside Hoang Minh Nguyen. to take a race win in the ACOC. He has the fastest lap as well, so he secures the pole, race win, and fastest lap as a trifecta for Alex Luan. Very good stuff from him. And it's Jose Lucas who comes home P2. It's going to be pretty nice for him. Hemo Tyford rounds out the podium. The man from Finland takes P3. That's very good for him. And then Gabriel Gomez, who was not able to hang on to Hemo Tyford there, he finishes P4. Still a very good effort for him. BWT Lechner Racing having a car pretty high up once again, as Function of Joe Scheinert finishes P5. Christian Russell on his ACOC return is P6, and then there's Alex Arnold there in P7. Giuseppe Stella is in P8. Points for the Italian as Yatis Terzic, P9, and there's Luca Eiger, who just rounds out the points positions. He finishes P10.
And then in P11 we have Berlin Schaffer, of course fighting with Luca Eiger the whole race, but wasn't be able to capitalize for the points. Kasim Atman will finish in P12. Boss Kelly will finish in 13th place. Cameron Cole started from the back, but very good recovery to finish in P14, even though it's not a point, but I think it's going to be a pretty good result for him. David Byers will finish in P15. Ollie Boakes will finish in P16. Miel Volyak, pretty good at the start, but kind of faltered later in the race. Will finish P17. Rahul Patel, not a good race for him. He will finish in P18. Radam will finish in P19, and Rubinho Gonzalez rounds up the top 20 of the grid.
Yes, so it's been a very interesting race, and then before we go, I think we should award a driver of the day. So, Paula, who would your driver of the day go to?
This is a tough one. It really depends on who makes the most position with this kind of race. So I think maybe Cameron Cole again. Again.
Yeah, Cameron Cole did very well charging his way through the field. So, yeah, he did quite nice. So, good job to him. I'm gonna have to give it to Alex Luan. I mean, there's been quite a few candidates, but Luan just did really well. He had to fend off Jose Lucas the entire race, and especially in rainy conditions, it becomes even tougher. And then honorable mention goes to Ollie Boakes for the 2 times where he got hit by David Byers and managed to hold it in heavy rain conditions twice. So, good job from him. But my driver of the day is Alex Luan. So, that is it for the ACOC. Thank you so much for watching. It's been a very interesting race. Congratulations to Alex Luan on the victory. This has been it for the ACOC today. We will see you tomorrow for the Formula 2 Spanish Grand Prix. So the action doesn't stop at the circuit of Barcelona, Catalonia. Formula 2 is here tomorrow on Friday, and then on Saturday is the Formula 1 Spanish Grand Prix at the circuit of Barcelona, Catalonia as well. So it's going to be very interesting. We got Formula E coming up this weekend on Sunday as well. But yeah, that's been it. Pausa, any words before you go?
Well, the next race, I think, for Formula 2 and the F1 will be quite a big one. Quite a big one for those drivers, and also the Formula E as well. So, good luck to all those peoples, and for the Porsche Supercup guys, good luck for the next round as well.
Yes, but that has been it then. I've been Miran Energy.
And I've been Pausa.
Thanks so much for watching. We will see you tomorrow when the ACOC returns.